What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of ForneverWorld, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related, and we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Okay, people, and first story of the episode. I hate to start it off like this because normally, you want to start it off with either something, a joke or something of importance. And while this definitely is important to a certain degree, especially it gives a little bit, I guess, of an eye-opener for people out there that are in the field of this type of thing that we're going to talk about here in a second. Because ultimately, we're starting the episode talking about, get ready for this. Y'all ready? Ready? Yeah. Hey, drum roll, please. Can I get a drum roll? Naruto / Boruto and NFTs. That's right, people. We're going to be talking about that for a second. And no, it's not that I'm trying to sell you anything. Oh, no. I'm talking about it's in the news because apparently there's been some scandals going on with NFTs and people saying, hey, these are the official Naruto / Boruto NFTs. And considering, which for starters, above all else, I think for the most part, from majority of what I've seen with people outside of creatives such as myself, and there are a few out there of people that see it like the way, other people see it. For the most part, a lot of people really hate the idea of NFTs. A lot of people really just hate NFTs in general and hate hearing about it and all that jazz. And I understand whether it's something that you don't like and you don't like a transition. Like initially, I was very skeptical of crypto, and I'm still a little bit leery of crypto because, you invest in it and all of a sudden it's down and you're like, ay, Dios mío, I just lost $2,000 on Doge. True story. But no, seriously, when it comes to this whole scandal right here, I'm guessing that it's good that they're putting out an announcement, but also I'm imagining they want to clear the air because probably at some given point I'm imagining they're going to announce official Naruto / Boruto NFTs as well, considering I think over there in Japan they've already done like Fist of the North Star NFTs. I believe we reported over here on ForneverNews, so they're probably like, hey, no, don't get scammed because we're gonna get you with our NFTs. Yeah. Anyway, let's read so we can get a clearer vision and then we'll talk more. The official Boruto anime Twitter account posted notices in Japanese, Chinese, and English on Friday warning of unlicensed NFTs, non-fungible tokens, because that's totally gonna really give people an idea of what it actually even is. Using the Naruto / Boruto franchise names, the English tweet states, "We have been receiving inquiries regarding the authenticity of the information that spreads via the internet about officially licensed NFT artifacts and games based on Naruto. No license has been issued to authorize such products. Please watch out for false information." A number of anime and manga franchises have received official NFT tie-ins in recent months, but the practice of attaching art to NFTs has also attracted concern in art communities around potential scams, money laundering, and their environmental impact. Because I have heard, which I haven't looked fully into any of this and whatnot, but I have heard that NFTs harm the environment, so that's something that I definitely wanted to look into. Again, I don't know how valid that is, how true that is, but a lot of people tell me that that's the case, so I do want to do my Googles over that. But in particular, I still, from everything I've heard, the benefits of it, of NFTs, I still don't like to just say, hey, it's a horrible, terrible thing. Like that's just me as far as being a creative, as far as artists and stuff like that. If this is a way that people are now using in terms of a monetary transaction, goods for services and whatnot, like there's so many endless possibilities for creatives and artists to, kind of make it. I'm a very big advocate, and if there's anything that I stand on over here is the fact that I want to one day get rid of the idea and the concept of, in order to be an artist, you need to be starving. Like the idea of the starving artist, I want that to be a thing of the past, and people be like, remember when people used to say the starving artist? Now people be painting portraits and making millions. Like, I want it to be in that aspect. However, I do understand that there is a lot of negativity involved in the NFT space as well. Of course, there's going to be scams and all that jazz. I think we're in the initial stages of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting started. A lot of it, this fly-by-night stuff. I mean, look at the internet back in the day when it was way more into the wild wild, wild west of do what you want, say what you want, and stuff like that. So we're still moving and navigating. But in terms of the NFT, I feel like for creatives, it's just such a benefit. It's such a great and a positive thing for creatives. But again, I get it that there's a lot of negatives to it. I want to be clear about that. I'm kind of like in the middle, even though being in the middle, you're still going to get attacked. People saying, yo, you don't know shit about NFTs. Why are you even talking about it? And people saying, yo, FORNEV, man, you got to stop supporting that shit. Why are you even trying to give it a platform? What are you doing? I like anime and manga. Like, yeah. Yeah, people, if you have purchased a Naruto / Boruto NFT, it is not authentic. It is not officially released from over there, from Shueisha, from anybody involved or whatnot. It is not official. You have been duped. I guess wait for them to announce whatever they're gonna do. Like, that would be so dope to own it. But again, it's not even necessarily ownership, and that's the thing. When I started understanding a little bit more about NFTs, like, you own it in terms of you own that copy that is stored somewhere on a computer. But in terms of trademark and copyright, that's a whole other argument and a whole other battle that if NFTs really become a serious mainstay, the courts are going to have a nightmare trying to figure out how to even classify and put laws and woo. But yeah, people, I don't know, I've extended this way too long in terms of we're talking about NFTs here, but I like to, you know, dabble into a little bit of stuff outside of things while it's still tied to the overall story of, hey, it's an anime manga related story. We're talking about Naruto, Boruto, that tied into what we've been kind of digging into with the NFT space. But also we're talking about art and anime manga's art, and leave me alone, just enjoy the show. Now, next up we have as our special guest, oh, that's right. We don't really have guests. Like, that's something I really want to start incorporating more. Shout outs to my guys at Plot Armor for being, I guess, technically, are they the first ForneverNews guests? I want to have more. I want to do more. I want to do interviews. I want to do a whole bunch of other stuff. Again, we're getting sidetracked. Move on, Fornev. And next up on the docket is a massive, massive update on the whole situation of Toei Animation and all of their anime essentially being put on quote-unquote indefinite hiatus. In case you haven't heard, essentially Toei Animation were hacked. Hackers went through and corrupted files and did a whole bunch of stuff to their servers, ruining countless things from their episodes of their anime and God knows what else, ultimately putting next week's episode and moving forward just in general, a bunch of their anime titles from Toei Animation on indefinite hiatus, and that includes anime like One Piece, Digimon, and Dragon Quest Dai as well, and anything they may have in the tuck. I don't know what these hackers got their hands on, but you know, if they happen to get their hands on the Dragon Ball superhero film, that would be devastating. Like, hey, although I'd imagine that's probably been secretly distributed by now, so there's nothing probably they could have done there. But in terms of if they are working on some Dragon Ball Super anime for the future, if they're working on, you know, another Saint Seiya, whatever it is, they could have messed things up, and these things take months. So it could be we could go a year without One Piece anime. We could go a year without Digimon anime. But let's anyway get into the update that we got on this, because again, it's a scary situation, and even thinking about it honestly gets me like, yo, dog, it's not that I'm a religious follower of the One Piece anime week to week. Sometimes I just sit back for a year and then I binge 50 episodes or something like that. A world without One Piece. Wow. Even though I know at some given point that is an inevitability because One Piece has to end. But anyway, let's get into it. Because according to this, it says One Piece Digimon Ghost Game will not air new episodes on March 20th. The official Twitter accounts for the One Piece and Digimon Ghost Game anime announced on Tuesday that Fuji TV will not air new episodes of the two shows on March 20th due to the Toei Animation hack. Fuji TV will air a rerun of the special episode Barto's Secret Room recap special of One Piece instead on March 20th, and the announcement stated the channel plans to air more quote-unquote Wano Country Best Selection rerun or recap episodes after that. Fuji TV will re-air the first episode of Digimon Ghost Game on March 20th, and the announcement stated the channel plans to air more Digimon Ghost Game Selection rerun episodes after that. And before we carry on, I just wanted to alert you guys, in case you didn't know, about 65% of people watching this video right now aren't subscribed, and it's kind of crazy because it really helps the channel a lot if you would just hit that button, subscribe, hit that bell to get all notifications. And yeah, we drop new episodes of Forever News Monday through Friday, and I would just greatly appreciate it if you would support by just hitting those buttons and getting notified when we drop new episodes. But yeah, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Let's get back to the story. Both Twitter accounts stated staff will reveal at a later date when the two anime will resume airing new episodes. Fuji TV did not air new episodes of One Piece and Digimon Ghost Game on Sunday due to the pre-planned broadcast. So yeah, people, things aren't looking the greatest. I mean, thankfully they didn't say like, yo, this is years worth of disaster. So we don't know exactly how much they destroyed, because again, if they destroyed, let's just say, a year's worth of episodes for each anime that they have in production, it would put possibly Toei into bankruptcy. They would lose millions of dollars because it costs millions of dollars to create anime. So yeah, I'm just really going to keep on, like, because at the end of the day, I don't want Toei to go under neither. Like, just because at the end of the day, there's still a lot of people, maybe the corporation has had some issues and have done some, you know, questionable things in the anime and manga community in terms of against creators, but there's like a bajillion people that whose jobs would be lost if, you know what I'm saying, Toei was to go under. So absolutely don't want that either. And then of course there's fans that, yo, they want their One Piece anime. I want my One Piece anime, you know what I'm saying? And it seems as though what they're really stressing is One Piece and Digimon are the ones that are affected. So did Dragon Quest die end already? Maybe I'm off the grid of it. I don't think so. I don't remember seeing an announcement about it, but yeah, I need to catch up at some given point. But that's a side note. Either way, basically the update is they're going to be on hiatus and they don't have any idea of when they're going to come back, but they will be, I guess, over there in Japan airing reruns, which is a big deal. Reruns are a big deal over there in Japan, so they'll be airing reruns of One Piece for the time being, which I guess this will also benefit the manga in a way, right? Like, because at the end of the day, if the anime has to take a long hiatus, it'll allow the manga to stack up chapters, so I guess there's a benefit there. But in general, it's a chaotic situation, and whoever did that, wow, like some wild stuff, fam. I ain't gonna lie, crazy. Moving forward, people, let's jump into the weekly Shonen Jump author comments. I'm excited about these, and the reason I'm excited is because coming in number one, because they had the cover of the magazine this week, Yuki Tabata's Black Clover. Yuki Tabata said, "The only thing I can say is sorry to have caused everyone so much trouble. I'll work even harder for year 8. Which, that's something to be noted right there. That's something we got to talk about right there. That probably could take a little chunk here, but we're going to get into it. Because if he's talking about, like, yo, year 8, that means that he's planning on, like, he doesn't at the very least plan on ending Black Clover anytime soon. And maybe if he's saying things like that, he knows that he's going into year 8. So I guess this is a positive thing. I guess this is a great thing in terms of for the Black Clover manga and Black Clover manga fans, and kind of put some worries at ease. At the very least, he's going for year 8, and it doesn't sound like any indications have been brought to him that year 8 won't happen, because if not, why would he say that? Because then later on he'd have to put his foot in his mouth. So it looks like Yuki Tabata has not been told, like, yo, hey, you got a year's worth to go and wrap things up or anything like that. So essentially, if he's talking about year 8, we could very well be living in a world come 1 year from now with no My Hero Academia and Black Clover going strong, moving into a year 9 and 10 and shit like that. Like, wow, either that or, again, because My Hero Academia thing is questionable, they could decide to do a big time skip and rebrand of the series in general. That is a possibility. And, you know, imagine, just think about it, for especially the female fandom that they've curated over there, they could essentially, like, make the characters older, even more, like, for the female eye and stuff like that. Like, they could do some really big things. But yeah, either way, Black Clover, it seems as though Yuki Tabata said he's trying to go to year 8. I respect it. He's not giving up at all. That's admirable. Moving forward, we got Eiichiro Oda, creator of One Piece. He said, "The One Piece restaurant food you can get delivered from the menu app is delicious. Can't wait to order again." What a humble guy, you know, promoting his thing. Such a suave thing. The way he said it too, I love it. Like, very suave promo. He doesn't say, "Hey, please check out my restaurant." He does it in a very just smart. He integrates it very smart. Shoutouts to Oda. Then let's move forward. We're going to go down to Hajime Komodo, author of Martial Magic and Muscles. May the world be peaceful. I like that. That's the energy I'm on. Yeah. Let the world be peaceful. Okay, yeah, what am I doing? Anyway, Gen Osuka, author of Doran Dororan. I'm always grinning, even in serious situations. I'd like to fix this. Then we got Yuto Suzuki, author of Sakamoto Days. I got 4 cancer sores. They're so painful, and I can't help but touch them with my tongue. The swords. Oh, God. Ooh, let's move on. We got Kohei Horikoshi, author of My Hero Academia. I drew this chapter while thinking it'd be nice to have lots of hands. I want lots of hands. Now, that's a double entendre there. Shoutouts to Kohei Horikoshi. He might have been a rapper in another life. Because he's saying he wants a lot of hands. Obviously, the hand situation. So, it could be also him making a reference to something that's about to happen or is happening in terms of Shigaraki, hands, ha ha ha, the hands all over it. But that reminds me of Kishimoto, and it honestly sounds like to me that Horikoshi is where Masashi Kishimoto was during the 4th Great Shinobi War mentally, in terms of, it sounds like he wants to wrap this up. Like, that really screams to me, I want to end this, and I wish I had more hands to end this. Kohei Horikoshi might have bit off more than he can chew, and might be ready to wrap things up and ready to go, and maybe that's why things feel so rushed right now, because he's probably like, yo, dog, I want out. I want out. Maybe he's over it. I don't know, but him saying that, it's very reminiscent of Masashi Kishimoto saying that his one jutsu he wished he could have would be the Shadow Clone Jutsu, so that he could have more people working on his manga and get it done a lot quicker. So I want to send a little bit of positive vibes and all of that good energy towards Kohei Horikoshi, because that means that he's probably at a point of, I want to wrap this up and I'm so sick of this. Just my 2 cents. I could be wrong about this, but time will tell, I guess, right? Yuki Tabata is talking about year 8. Kohei Horikoshi's like, I want more hands because I want this over, essentially. And last but not least, dead last on the TOC, Yuji Kaku. I bought a professional pan for frying, and now I can fry everything much better. Oh, yeah, they're canceling it. Yeah, it's getting canceled. Absolutely gonna get canceled. And I hate to say it, and I hope I'm wrong. And if people say, oh, you said Ayashimon was absolutely gonna get canceled, it looks that way right now, and I hope it changes, and I hope things look different, but it's getting canceled. Yeah. Last place, selling 8,000 it's getting canceled. Absolutely. R.I.P. Ayashimon. Yuji Kaku, go back to Hell's Paradise, I guess, in Jump Plus, or launch a new story in Jump Plus. Stay away from Jump, because clearly they're not appreciating your greatness, and it's wild how many people were shitting on Doran Dororan and praising Ayashimon, but it looks like Doran Dororan is going to be the one that sticks around, and Ayashimon is going to be going. And I'm not happy about it by any means. I'm upset about it. I'm disappointed. I want Ayashimon to win. It is amazing. It is awesome. It is... But yeah, people, those were the Weekly Shonen Jump author comments. Those were fun. There was a lot to be had from those. I could have made a whole video dissecting each comment there alone. Like, really awesome stuff in this one. Okay, people, next up, a small update for the Spy X family, or Spy Family. From now on, if you hear me talk about the series, I'm going to pronounce it as Spy Family, because most people said it's like Hunter x Hunter, where the X is silent. It's not Hunter x Hunter. It's just Hunter x Hunter. Spy Family. Because here we got the Spy Family TV anime new key visual, which was released, I want to say probably a week ago now, maybe a few days ago at this point, but I'm finally getting around to talking about it, and yeah, it looks, alright. I ain't gonna lie, it's nothing like out of this world. I'm expecting it to be, first of all, quality-wise, art and animation to be like on top of the world, because first of all, it's a combo. I want to say it's Studio Wit and another company. Was it Lurch? I forget which company it was, but I believe Studio Wit is doing a co-production for this one, or was it Cloverworks? I can't remember, but either way, so they're the ones working together, and again, it looks dope. I love the reflection of, you see on one side it's like a happy family, father with the suit on, mother, little daughter, and then on the other side he's an assassin, she's an assassin, the little girl is bugged out. So cool stuff. Just overall dope visual, and I'm excited for this one. I know my family and myself are gonna watch this. This is family anime. This is, anybody could watch this, and yeah, just a cool little new visual for the upcoming anime. Can't wait. Okay, people, and last story of the episode, something that a lot of fans have been waiting for quite some time. Y'all know when the pandemic hit, a lot of anime were pushed back, and one of which that got pushed back for a long time was Rising of the Shield Hero. Well, after being pushed back for so long, we finally got some updates on it and the exact release date, and I can't freaking wait. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very, very excited for this because I was really, really enjoying it. Although I gotta add this real quick because I've never done like a big video on Rising of the Shield Hero. I never really got a chance to talk about it in depth, but I will say I'm curious how the series is going to go moving forward, because one of the biggest things about that first season and shortly after it didn't feel the same anymore was I loved that they released that whole revenge angle of everything that Mine had done to the main character, and him not necessarily doing a like redo of Healer, because that's a whole different type of story, but just in general after he got his, you know, get backs, so to speak, it kind of feels like it transforms into an entirely different story. I'm starting to notice that with a few different isekai as well, now I think about it, like Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. It started off a little bit different and then kind of went a different direction, and it feels like Rising of the Shield Hero is doing the same thing. But I mean, some of the stuff was still epic, and there was still overall arcing plot points that needed to be addressed, like, you know, the whole point of fighting everything and all these wars and shit like that. So there's those aspects, but I am curious to see how it's going to go moving forward. The whole main thing that had me interested to begin with, the fact that Mine did him dirty, set him up, and how is he going to come back from that? But it says here, the Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2 broadcast kicks off on April 6th. The follow-up to the Rising of the Shield Hero anime is finally almost upon us, and the latest update is here with broadcast timing for Japan. The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2 is officially set to kick off on April 6th in Japan, with Crunchyroll to simulcast the episodes shortly after they debut. As previously reported, Mad Kid will perform the opening theme, Bring Back, and Chiya Fujikawa will perform the ending theme, Yuzerenai. So yeah, it's going to be some returning performances, but just in general, I'm excited. I want to see where they're gonna go with this. Raphtalia, like, there's so many different aspects of this one, and it's been a little bit since I've seen it, to be honest with you. Like, I caught it late, but still it feels like forever ago now that I'm starting to, like, there was Raphtalia. What was the main character's name? What's his name? I can't remember his name, but he was pretty cool. Either way, yes, Rising of the Shield Hero, April 6th, Season 2. It is finally here. It's been a couple years in the making. It feels like a century, but it's finally on its way, and let's freaking go. That's next season. Next season's going to be pretty good, because considering this season, for the most part, it was rocking, especially when we had Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan on Sundays. Like, it was rocking. Next season is not looking that bad either. But yeah, people, those were all the stories we have for today's episode. Curious what you guys think. Most important story, favorite story, everything that I covered. Is there anything that I missed out on that you wanted me to cover? Let me know. Say, yo, Fornev, please, right here. Say it in the next up. I'll consider it. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace, and you guys just watched another episode of ForneverNews. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to get all notifications. I'm just saying, dog. Like, go ahead. Do it. You can do it. Nah. Have an awesome one.
So just go to